This is Inside Indiana Business Radio for the morning of Wednesday, March 19th, 2025. I'm Alex Brown. Kratos Defense and Security Solutions, a defense technology company headquartered in San Diego, broke ground Tuesday on a new hypersonic testing facility at the Westgate at Crane Technology Park in Odin. The company says its initial $50 million investment will result in the creation of more than 100 jobs. Kratos VP Dave Carter.
The goal is to test a lot of the technologies that are kind of sitting on the shelf right now, waiting to mature. You basically integrate the payload and test the payload in flight conditions and have all of the hardware and software systems in place at the facility to do that.
Ultimately, Kratos plans to invest more than $456 million and create up to 628 jobs by the end of 2029 through future expansion. Indiana University has tapped Darren DeVries to replace Mike Woodson as its head men's basketball coach. DeVries comes to Bloomington after coaching one season at the University of West Virginia and 6 years at Drake University, where he compiled a combined 169-68 record. Up-and-coming sports entertainment firm Cosm has Indianapolis on its list of markets under consideration for one of its high-tech video and hospitality venues. 5 sources familiar with the matter told the IBJ that Indianapolis is firmly on the company's radar, with work now underway by city sports tourism officials to secure an agreement that would bring a Cosm venue downtown. From the number one source for Indiana business news, this is Inside Indiana Business Radio.
To succeed, you need to stay informed. You need to be engaged. And let's face it, you need to set yourself apart from the rest by connecting with a company that brings you the best. Because in today's environment, business is an ever-moving target, and we'll help you chase it. IBJ Media. The best of business is in us. Get started at ibjmedia.com/youngprofessional.
A group of workforce and economic development organizations in Northeast Indiana has launched what it calls a unified framework designed to increase student career exploration by bringing more employers into the fold. Patrick Bushing, Vice President of Strategic Initiatives for the Don Wood Foundation, said Career 360 gives employers the opportunity to connect with students even if they don't have the capability to implement a full-scale work-based learning experience.
So the idea behind it is the framework really gives language to and provides alternatives to employers to say, hey, look, I can get on this continuum and, kind of gently ease my way into it if I don't have the capacity and the capability of doing a full work-based learning experience. The way I look at it, it's almost like a funnel. You're building this funnel for students and educators and employers to be able to really drive into this, but do so in a way in which it makes them comfortable and that it aligns with the resources that they're able to put toward the effort.
Employers who participate in Career 360 could choose from other programs such as tours of their facilities, job shadowing, and even real-world projects involving students. The foundation said the framework will be updated as new student career exploration efforts in the 12-county region are identified. Terre Haute-based Hallador Energy Company said in its most recent earnings report that it is making meaningful progress toward reaching an agreement for a new data center in Indiana. The company has spent the last year looking for new development prospects for the Merom Generating Station in Sullivan County, which it acquired in 2022. Last fall, Hallador said it signed a non-binding term sheet with a leading global data center developer and is now close to a definitive agreement on that effort. Those specific details were not provided, including the name of the developer or a timeline for when an agreement could be reached. Pattern Inc. Executive Director Polina Osharov is this week's guest on the Business and Beyond podcast with Gary Dick, presented by PNC, a weekly conversation with high-profile Hoosiers in business, sports and entertainment, and beyond. Available now from your favorite podcast provider. I'm Alex Brown for Inside Indiana Business Radio on Demand.